So Thanksgiving is tomorrow. So I thought I would come on here and tell you the story of the worst Thanksgiving I have ever had. Now, this takes place last year, and I went back into all of my Snapchats, photos, everything to make sure that I didn't miss anything, and I literally fucking wrote it down. So last Thanksgiving, all of this takes place after I had already driven 3 hours that morning to be home for Thanksgiving. So let's start off with the Christmas tree. We had already tagged it, like it had already been tagged a couple weeks prior. I was not there for the tagging, but I was there to cut it down. Now, when we brought it home and when we went to set it up, it in fact was not the right size. It was actually way bigger than we needed it to be. It was way bigger than we wanted. So we tried to put it up and it scraped up our entire ceiling. Guess what's still on our ceiling this year? All the sap. We cut off 1.5 feet. We put it up, had to take it back down, cut some off, put it back up, still too fucking tall, take it down again, cut off more, and then put it back up. That should have been the first omen that this was not the Thanksgiving for us. Cut an hour and a half, 2 hours later, after this tree is up and destroyed our ceiling, it was time for the pies. Now, I always make my key lime pie. I love key lime pie. That is my favorite pie. That is the pie that I make every single year. But I had been busy that day. You know, we got a lot going on. So I did not exactly send over the correct recipe, meaning I did not get the correct ingredients. Although, how much do key lime pie ingredients vary? Really? I get into making this fucking pie and I'm making it and it doesn't seem quite right. It doesn't feel like the same that I had been doing the past few years. And I was like, I'm pretty sure this is not what I did. This isn't how I made it before, but I cannot remember. So we're just gonna go with it. It was very full. It was very full to the brim. So what happens when we put it in the fridge? It spills. It spills into the fridge. Keep this in mind. Keep this pie in mind. Remember the key lime pie. We also make chocolate pie, right? In the recipe, it says in very small letters to bake. You know, only once in the whole recipe does it say bake. Didn't see that. So I make the whole pie, put it in, and then realize that. But by the time we realized it, it was already soggy. So we take the extra crust that we had, thankfully, plopped that in the oven. My mom goes to check the other crust. And what does it look like? It looks like this. It had shrunk and started to escape the tin. Did your pie crust grow legs and walk away? Yeah, it was trying to. It was going to. So I don't know how that happened. If anybody can explain to me how a pie crust shrinks and then escapes, please do. Because what is that? Why did it do that? No freaking clue. That was now the second chocolate pie crust attempt. My pie is still in the other fridge. Awesome. I hope it's doing well. I hope this pie turned out fine. So now we're on to the third pie crust. At this point, I'm in the shower. When I get out of the shower, I am then told, third pie crust? Wouldn't you believe it? Perfection. Gorgeous beauty. She dropped it. It fell on the ground. It was now on the floor. Third pie crust. Gone. How's my pie doing, you ask? Not well. It's not solidifying. And it would have by now. By the amount of time that had passed since I had made the key lime pie that takes 2 minutes to make, you would have you'd think it'd be good by now. No, it's not a pie anymore. It's a beverage. The cranberry sauce. Not much, thankfully, went wrong with the cranberry sauce. Just very cinnamony. We used a lot of cinnamon. Thankfully, second key lime pie worked wonders. Delicious, per usual, and it was fine. It was good. So we had good luck on the second key lime pie crust. Awesome. One of my siblings had made the apple pie. Perfect the first time, right? So this is the end of the night. We have a successful apple pie. We have a successful key lime pie. A kind of successful chocolate pie. And that's where we're at. Our ceiling is scraped up. We have very cinnamony cranberry sauce. We go to sleep. We get some good rest. The next morning, time to make the mac and cheese. So we make the mac and cheese. We're already running a little bit late, but that's okay because this mac and cheese is fine. So we're rushing and we're like really trying to be on, to like get everything that we need so that we can be there. So we make the mac and cheese. We put it in the oven. We always do the little like breadcrumb topping. Delicious. You know. So that's what we make. We make the same thing every year. We put it in the oven. Guess what happens? We open the oven and it is ablaze. It is on fire. Our mac and cheese is in flames.
Well, you better cut it a lot faster.
My mac and cheese. Yay! Yay! That's so cool. The cranberry sauce did not fully settle the way that cranberry sauce should, but it's okay because there's cinnamon in it. Also, yay! I do actually really love cinnamon, so that's fine. We're almost to the end of the story, I promise. Our mac and cheese is on fire. We have many failed pie crust attempts, but eventually get them successfully. We have a kind of okay cranberry sauce. Quickly have to remake this mac and cheese a second time because the first one caught on fire. Cut to Thanksgiving. Hours go by. We're at Thanksgiving. I am a couple glasses of champagne deep. We have had dinner. Ooh, guess what happens after dinner? We bring down the delicious apple pie that was our one and done success. It gets dropped. It gets dropped and the glass tin that it was in shatters. Shatters. And it doesn't just, it drops face down. It drops face down. And then we just had to drive home in a snowstorm. Let me just like make sure that I checked on everything. First key lime pie was not solid. Chocolate crust soggy. Second crust shrinks. Third crust dropped. Was perfect. Cinnamon too much in cranberry sauce. The tree 1.5 feet cut off the tree. Drove home that morning. Mac and cheese on fire. Other pie dropped. Snowed on way home. I think that's everything. And let's just hope that this Thanksgiving goes better. I'm not excited, but there we go. That is the story of the Thanksgiving that mentally broke me. I hope you enjoyed. I hope if you've ever had any Thanksgiving holiday fails, that maybe this helps you feel a little bit better about those also. So, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.